Welcome to the conversation series for Air Cargo Africa. I am Nikitha Sebastian from Stat Media Group. We are here in Nairobi, and I have here with me Caroline, Intermodal expert, MSC Africa. Welcome, Caroline.
Thank you.
So to start off, I would like to ask, what inspired you to pursue a career in logistics, and what challenges did you face in this industry?
To be honest, when I joined my first logistic company, which was more than 17 years ago now, I couldn't expect that it will lead me here today. Behind the logistics sector, what has driven me since many years is the African continent. It's this logistical complexity and this growth that it is existing today that make my day never can be bored.
Yeah.
Every day is challenging, and this makes my jobs every day a real passion.
So Caroline, logistics is a 24/7 industry. So how do you manage work-life balance in this?
MSC Group has 155, are present in 155 countries with 675 offices. So with all our expertise on the ground, we are sure that we can always cover the demand, also with a well-organized offices and also with the technology, which is helping us a lot to have a well-balanced life.
Even today, the logistics and the shipping industry remains male-dominated, sort of. So what steps do you think companies should take to create more opportunities for women in leadership and operational roles?
You're right. This is an industry as traditionally being driven by with a male domination.
Yeah.
I think the minds are changing. A lot of companies today, they really think about the diversity agenda. And as MSC, they also encourage women. They create this initiative program which called WEP, which is a Women Empowerment Principle, which is now present in 30 countries.
Oh, that's great. So how would you assess the current state of Africa's intermodal transport infrastructure, and what are the most critical areas that need improvement to enhance this, connectivity in this?
Okay, the African infrastructure for intermodal, they are developed, but in some points we are definitely facing some challenges. Road-wise, there is a big improvement on the highway, for example.
Yeah.
But this highway, most of the time, they are not connecting to the border country.
Okay.
So we always face this issue that the road, they are not always easily accessible.
Yeah.
We can also talk about the rail infrastructure.
Yeah.
In Africa today, just to name three of them, which is the Joburg to Joburg in South Africa, the Abidjan going to Burkina Faso, or even here, the Mombasa one coming to Nairobi. We are facing some operational constraints with some congestion and lack of equipment that they cannot cover the markets.
So what are the most critical areas that need improvement to enhance efficiency and connectivity?
Okay, if we look after in Africa and in sub-Saharan Africa, we have three big regions, which is East, South, and West Africa.
Yeah.
East and South are definitely mature countries for the intermodal.
Okay.
So we really have to focus now on the West Africa market, which they really need our help on the development, on the infrastructure, on the port, terminal, road, and even the custom process.
Okay.
That which today it's not really helping for the good flow.
So can you tell us about the kind and the volume of shipments that are handled by MSC in Africa and the most popular routes maybe?
MSC is already well established in Africa. We are over 45 countries now. Our main corridors are what I will say the biggest corridor, where the biggest markets are, which is in South Africa for the local delivery, but also for the landlocked countries such as Botswana, Zimbabwe, Eswatini. There is the Abidjan to Burkina Faso. And there is a Mombasa going through all the Kenyan market, but also to Uganda market.
Okay. And what kind of shipments does MSC handle mainly?
Mainly we handle everything.
So
No,
just
it's just
everything.
we are importing all the, it can be like spare parts, it can be foodstuff, it can be medical goods, it can be high-tech goods, it can be everything. And for the export, in fact, with the structure of Africa economy, it will be all the agricultural,
Yeah.
all the natural resources that Africa is exporting today.
Even the flowers, maybe, I guess, because it's such a large flower market here with
Here,
Valentine's Day and all that.
yes, it will be more the flowers, as it is a sensitive cargo.
Yeah.
Today, they are going by air cargo.
Yeah.
Yes.
True. So, what are the biggest challenges that MSC faces in terms of the intermodal transport in Africa?
It is all the logistic and transport sector which is suffering. Mainly, this is a lack of harmonized regulatory framework across the continent, definitely, and in fact, the quality of the infrastructure.
So, how do you think the government and policymakers can better support the development of the intermodal transport systems? Like, what policies or incentives would be most effective?
The intermodal logistics are essential for the African free trade agreement success. We expect an easing of formalities of goods flow in the economic area to catalyze intra-Africa trade. We encourage the government to invest into infrastructure development and to reduce the bureaucratic trade barrier to make the AFCFTA comes alive.
So, thank you, Caroline, for being here. It was great having you here for you to share everything about intermodal transportation.
Thanks.